Hello, this is Matt Miller, and I am the creator of Rise Above, and I'd like to take you on a little tour of how to get around the site and how to use it. You may have logged in and come to this welcome screen and thought, what in the world am I supposed to do first? So I will take you through the different sections of it, and the first part we'll go to is the Enter Data section. This is sort of the main hub of everything that goes on the site. And this is where you'll be entering all of the evidence of all of the great things that you do in your classroom. Evidence can be entered into some different sections here. If you go to the data entry video, you'll be able to find out a little bit more about those. But just for demonstration's sake, we're going to select the month evidence log. This is one that you want to pop into maybe 2 times, 3 times a month, something like that. And it's got lots of different subsections. This is the way to the RISE rubric is broken down in a more teacher-friendly way to be able to log evidence. So if you happen to select this subsection, this first one of 5, you'll notice that it pops up a whole bunch of questions and some little text fields where you can type your answers. So you go through and you read your answers, and you'll notice in the text fields it gives you a little date stamp here so that you can remember when you're looking through your evidence. You can remember when you typed it in, and a short 2 or 3 or 4 word summary of what the question was asking. So you set your cursor over here, and data can be entered in this field here. And you continue to answer questions. Remember, it's not necessary that you answer all the questions every time. And after you're done, you go down to the bottom and you click Submit. I'm actually going to click Return to the welcome page, but you would click Submit there once you're done with your data entry. So you've entered some data, and now you want to see the data. So let's go over here to this Evidence Reports section. Evidence Reports comes up, and you can see there are a couple different ways to view all of this data that you've entered in. One is by entry date. We'll get to that in just a second. Probably the most useful one to most teachers will be to view it by indicator. Indicators are these little 1.1, these the bigger domains, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then their subsections are called indicators. So if you click on one of them, let's click on 1.1 here, it will bring up all of the data that you have entered that's correlated with 1.1, which happens to be utilized data to plan. So as you look down through here, you can see the dates that these were entered in. I happen to enter all these in on May 19th. And you've got your little summaries and then all of the data that you've written. You'll notice that this one right here is in bold. And what that means is that some of this information in here may fall under the highly effective rating. So it just gives you a little bit of a breakdown of, this is all your effective stuff and this is highly effective. So you can take all of this right here and you can print it off if you want to. But for right now, we're going to go back to Evidence Reports and show you that you can see it also by date. It's broken down by date, and you can click on these and it will show you all of the evidence that you've logged within the entire rubric. So you'll see this part falls under this section right here, this part falls under this section right here, and so on and so forth. So we'll go back to that welcome section, and you'll see the reminder card here. This is the last part of this tutorial video. These are the things on the RISE rubric that aren't quite as easily documented. So we've got this reminder card. It is printable, so you can print this out and post it somewhere so you can remember it. And just every once in a while, whenever you think of it, you scan down through these, and whenever you find yourself doing one of these or having a good example of one of them, what you might want to do is you might want to go to the data entry section here, and you'll go to the reminder card, which is right here. Wait for this page to finish loading up. There it is. And then you'll just enter the section that it falls under right there. When you get back here to the beginning, now we're back to where we started. So that gives you sort of a brief idea of how all this works. If you ever have any questions, you can always enter them right here into this contact form right here. And thanks again for choosing Rise Above.